is a good mommy, but a real mommy.
Hey, what's going on YouTube? My name is Grace Queen and welcome back to my channel. So it's actually been quite a while since I've stood in front of the camera and just made a small little story time type of video. Cause, you know, I got the mission trip, went camping, then my Wi-Fi went to But I am back for just a normal kind of video. No other people, no crazy adventures. Instead I'm here to tell you about some adventures that I have been on at work. So ever since February, I have had a part-time job at a Minnesota-only Mexican restaurant called El Loro. And yes, I know that means I'm working at a place called The Parrot. Just so you guys know, this job is why you guys will never see an ad on one of my videos. I have an actual job. YouTube is not my job. I don't need to monetize my channel. So, you're welcome for that. But actually, on the very day I'm recording this, I have been working at El Loro for 6 months. And 6 months working at a restaurant, it has a lot of time for chaos to happen. And I'm here to tell you about some of the chaos, because you guys know my luck. So to start off my little work story, I should say I am not a waitress. I can't legally serve alcohol, so I just bus tables and serve people chips and salsa and running credit cards and host. Basically, I'm doing everything that the servers do, except I don't take orders. But anyways, it's actually really funny how I even got the job. February 14th, Valentine's Day. It's a holiday. We were planning on having a lot of people come in. And I have a friend who has worked at El Loro for quite some time longer than me. And our boss asked her, hey, can you like ask some of your friends, people who you trust, see if we can get like someone else to come in and fill in the gaps. Well, apparently I was that trustworthy friend. I don't know why. But the friend asked me if I could come in on Valentine's Day and help out. So I did. And the two owners, they're a married couple by the way, the two owners seemed to like me. So whenever my friend needed to take a day off, or they were just understaffed, she would ask me, hey, can you come fill in? Like 3 months later, the owners realized, okay, white girl just keeps coming back. Can we just give her the job? We're just gonna give her the job. And then I became an official employee. And it's really weird because the 6 months I have been working there, all the people who were working when I started, only one of them is still working now. And that is my friend. And she really even works there anymore because she's got an internship that she's been doing. She had a really bad ear infection, so she was completely out for a while. And now in a few months, when she turned 17, her mom is making her go work at Applebee's instead. Filthy traitor. Not gonna lie, I absolutely love getting to work with Stefan. She is the best. And notice how I said a boy's name, it says she. I found a way to make my own amusement at work. Basically, every girl, they now have a boy name. Every boy, they now have a girl name. We switch names. We switch genders. It's just fun, and one of the dudes, he gets really annoyed every time I call him Gwen, or Gwyneth, or Guinevere. But for example, I am Cody. Forget Caitlin, I'm Cody. But no matter how many times you try to find your own amusement, you're still gonna lose your mind a little bit. I know that there are a lot of people in the YouTube business who started off working at restaurants, or fast food, or someplace like that. And almost everyone will say, oh, how horrible it was, the people sucked, the wages were terrible, blah 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 blah. Yeah, when I was first starting off, it was complete madness. Because I was running chips and sitting people at the same time. I was losing my mind. And I absolutely hate hosting with a fiery passion. Because now serving chips, you bring out the chips, you tell them, okay, your server will be right with you, and then you leave. And once they leave, you go clean the table, and that's all your human interaction. Hosting, I don't like hosting. I'm always terrified I'm going to mess up. I'm going to set people at the wrong table. And yeah, when I was hosting, I would mess up. And then there's the order that you got to keep track of. Like, okay, you got this many people in this section. Which turn is it? I don't like doing it. I like serving chips and cleaning tables. I don't like hosting. And even starting off with serving chips, I got a little stressed out. And by a little, I mean borderline panic attacks at work. Because there were so many people. When I started off, it was part of like the busiest time, or one of the busiest times of the year. Just too many people. Too many people coming in. Okay, let's see. This group just came in. They got 6 people. Okay, how many baskets of chips do they get? How many sauces do I need? Should I do the double sauces? Should I not do the double sauces? Oh crap, I forgot my silverware. I need to go get that. Oh god, this tray can't fill the chips. It wasn't all that fun when I was first starting off. But by the time I became an actual employee, I had started to get the hang of it, and we just recently got out of like the slowest time like ever. Fortunately, picking up again. Yay. But it was so dead slow for so long. But there is a good part of work being slow. When work is slow, you can really do anything. And as long as you are busy, or at least look like you're busy, they won't send you home. And I found some pretty interesting ways to keep busy. Number one is just like sweeping everything, which honestly isn't that fun, but hey, it makes things look nice. However, there is something very fun that I found to do. So part of my job is to make kids' menus. Just take the menus, fold them up, put some crayons in, boom, done. Not really all that fun. It's really repetitive when you look at it that way. But when you're me, it gets a lot more interesting. So we do reuse crayons. Say you got the little packet, yeah, those ones are brand new. However, once the packet's been opened and you use like once, the crayons aren't worthy of being thrown away. That is a huge waste of money. So instead they'll open the crayons, if they're still good, if they're not broken, if they don't have like any food or drink spilled on them, we'll reuse them. And I always want to make sure that I'm folding enough of the menus to the crayons so I don't like have, okay, I got like 7 extra menus folded but I don't have the crayons for it and I don't want to go get the packets again. So instead, what I'll do is I'll organize the crayons. Like, okay, so I got 12 sets of complete crayons. Time to fold 12 menus. Well, after a while that gets boring. So I started to make some designs with crayons. Yes, this is my crayon masterpiece. Plus, it honestly just looks like so much more organized. I like things being organized. Which is one of the things you must always do at El Loro if you don't want to get smacked around with an oven mitt. So naturally at work I have my own station. I'm only working 5 days a week. So there are 2 days where I'm not working. It's only weekends that I'm working both morning and evening. So on the other 3 days where I'm coming in at the evening, you better have my station clean and organized, or I shall smack you with the oven mitt. It is one of my biggest pet peeves at work. Because when I'm working, oh yes, everything's organized nicely. Oh yeah, I got all the little bowls of salsa. They're in stacks of 12 or 11 because one full stack equals a full tray. You know what, I'm going to color code these, keep it looking nice. You know what, green on the bottom, pink on the top. It looks like a watermelon. Okay, we got 4 stacks of baskets, 2 of the red, 1 black, 1 green, all of them separated by color because it looks nice, it's organized. The floor is clean of chips. The countertops are always wiped down. There's no spilled salsa anywhere. Then I come back from break.
What did you do to my station?
Can't stand having a messy station, and it sucks so much when I come to work and the first thing I have to do is spend like 20 minutes cleaning my station. I mean, occasionally, yeah, I'll make a mess in my station because, okay, an oven accidentally overfilled, you got some spilled chips. It's fine, I'll clean it later. I accidentally spilled a little bit of salsa on the counter. I'll wipe it down. These people don't wipe down and they don't sweep. Just keep the station clean and all will be alright. But that's not the only chaos that goes on in that station. For instance, I'm honestly scared to do this. Because seriously, so this is the least spicy side?
Yep.
Okay. Because honestly, until now, the hottest I've done is jalapeno. I'm about to do habanero.
Okay.
What's the comparison? What is the comparison? Is there like a heat scale or something?
Yes.
I know jalapenos like on the way bottom.
Yeah.
Compared to
Habaneros are like 5th to the top.
God damn it. Why am I doing this? A white girl gonna die.
Yep.
Honestly, not that bad. It doesn't taste good. Yeah, that was on the slow day. We took a regular mild salsa, put some in the bowl, and then dumped habanero into it. It wasn't that hot, but oh, it did not taste good. Also, you all know that I am a complete klutz. I get hurt very easily, in very dumb ways. I made an entire series off of it. Okay, so the series is 3 episodes, don't judge me. But a lot of that kind of stuff has happened at work. One of the instances was very shortly after I had started working. I had spilled some chips in my station. Okay, I'm gonna go and grab the broom and clean it up. So I went back to grab the broom, and we keep the broom over by a cooler where we keep the giant beer glasses so they can chill, get all frothy. Yeah. Well, there was some spilled ice right by that cooler. So I walked over, slipped, turned around, kind of went into the splits. I can't do the splits. Smacked my butt on the floor. Yes, I got a bruise. The foot that slipped kicked the broom, which then went and bopped me on the head. It was within the same week that I got slip-resistant shoes. Another incident was actually quite recent. Actually, this past Sunday. It was in the morning. I was working the morning shift, as I always do on Sunday. I had just gotten there, so I was clocking in and walking out into the main restaurant so I could start setting up. Now, the kitchen door, it opens both ways. You know, just make it easy. Well, as I pushed the door open, I slammed it into Marcus, who was holding 4 different cups of coffee in foam cups to bring to the people working in the kitchen. You know that trope in movies where someone opens the door and boom, big spill? Yeah, that happened in real life. There was coffee everywhere. It was all over the door, spilled all over the floor. It even started to kind of seep into my boss's office. I felt so bad. I seriously felt like an awful human being. I'm sorry, Marcus. And there is one instance where none of us were in control whatsoever. Also, quite recent, I would say last Friday. So I went back into my chip station to, you know, it's my station, it's what I do. And I noticed there was kind of a funky smell. So like, okay, something in the oven is burning, I'll turn down the heat. That's when I noticed there was smoke. But it wasn't coming from the ovens. It was coming from the outlet powering the ovens. So I screamed for our fill-in manager, because, you know, our actual manager is on vacation. Like, hey, you might want to come take a look at this. She came over, we unplugged it, she started calling up the owners, and then the outlet set on fire. Needless to say, almost the rest of that entire day, I refused to go on my station because I did not want to become Harvey Dent. And I got a friend who works with robots for a living, and he said that by the pictures I took, it looks like it had internally shorted, and then only one of the prongs just started to fry. That was by far the most eventful day I have ever had at El Aro. But yes, an outlet set on fire. But on the less, oh my god, I'm about to become Two-Face side of things, working at El Aro has given me a lot of benefits. First off, a paycheck. Second of all, it's been teaching me Spanish. So before I started working at El Aro, the most Spanish I knew was what I had learned from Dora the Explorer. I will admit I was like obsessed with that show when I was younger. So I knew like Vamos, Espada, Rojo, Azul, and that was about it. And now that I've been working at the El Aro, the majority of our staff doesn't speak all that good English. And sometimes you have customers who come in who don't know English or that good of English. So you kind of gotta learn how to communicate with them. For instance, cortos bosones. ¿Qué mesa? Necesitamos A, B, C, D, E, salsa verde, tenedor, cuchillo, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Tengo un buen días, tengo un buen noches, and a few other things. Also, if your first language is Spanish, I'm so sorry. I know I just completely butchered the language. But for now, that is all that I have for this video. Considering the type of chaos that goes on at El Aro constantly, I might make like a second video on this, talking about different kind of stories. but most likely not. I'm probably just gonna leave it at this. But anyway, like this video if you like this video. Subscribe if you're new and make sure to hit that little bell icon so you get notified about when I upload. Once a week every single Thursday.
Leave a comment down below on what you want to hear me say with the helium voice. We have 2 balloons left. Out of 16, we have 2 left. Let's make them good.
And I will see all you guys next week with another video. Crazy Queen, crazy!